Hello and welcome to Kitchen Counter Crafts. If you like this video, would you please like, comment, share, and subscribe? Also, if you will, hit the bell icon and then you'll be notified of brand new videos. So today, I'm going to do a very quick run through on just a quick way of making notes or like small little notes or ephemera out of wrapping paper. And this was wrapping paper that was actually a friend's gift, and I said, don't throw that away. And my friends are used to me doing that now, which is really great. And let me show you bits and pieces of it because I kind of got tired cutting them. But this is the paper, and apparently it is Martha Stewart's, and you can get it at like TJ Maxx or Marshall's. And so this is like a not too long ago of a buy. So if you check your stores, I'm sure that they will have some of these, but you can use it with any wrapping paper. In fact, I saw some really pretty butterfly wrapping paper at the Dollar Tree as well. So anyway, I just went ahead and I cut out a bunch of butterflies, and I just kept the edge ones as well. And if you can see, there is, I kept all of it, like including where there's tape, because for junk journaling, it's not going to matter. And for little note writing, it doesn't matter. So I just cut out as much as I could and actually got quite a bit out of that one roll. So I have some butterflies and partial butterflies here for you as well to look at. And just so you can tell, there's just a little note here. And then this one says hello with a butterfly. And then this is actually just, those refrigerator notepad things. And I folded it in half so that if I put it into a junk journal, you'll see this part and then you'll see this part on the side. So it can also serve as a little pocket or something like that. So those are just some examples. And then the way I used it in a journal, actually tonight, this is wallpaper. I just made a very quick little notebook. It's not anything fancy at all, but I had a little piece of paper left and a tiny little butterfly, and so I put that in there, and then I put a butterfly here, butterfly there, and then another one right here that I just kind of tucked in sideways, because they don't have to be like front and back. They can just kind of sit in your journal this way and that way. I think it's kind of cute to see them like that. So I've already used a part of a 12 by 12. And so I'm just going to come in here and I'm just going to show you the rest of it. And this is the problem I have. I get going on making stuff, and then I forget to turn the video on, because this is just how my crafting goes when everybody's fast asleep, and here I am just kind of tooling along and just making some stuff. So it doesn't matter what size scrapbook paper you have, just use some and just fold it in half for your little notes. And so since this is what's left over, what I'm going to do actually before I cut it, so I folded it in half so that when I cut it, it's going to have the notes kind of ready to go. There we go. Just kind of pressing down that seam. And I have some little green ones and kind of greenish yellows. Okay. So I like this one. I'm going to go ahead and use this guy. And again, it's a half. I'm not really worried about it. And so what I'm doing is I'm just kind of moving it on my glue stick. You can use any, it doesn't matter. And then I'm setting this in over here into my note. There's a little bit of glue, so I'm just kind of rubbing it around. So there's one kind of already done. And then let's move to the next one. All right, so this one I want to do in a different way. So since the way the wrapping paper was, it can actually get wrapped this way, and it actually looks cool. So if like you wanted this for a journaling spot, you could cut it here and then you would have it be a longer piece. So I like that also. And then a little bit of your butterfly will show on the back, or you could just cut it, cut that part off so you can do it that way. So let's go ahead. I'm going to keep it just because I don't mind having a partial butterfly. And I'm just going to set this guy right here and wrap him around. And then that way, later on, if I decide, I can put something here as well. So there's that. Let's zoom in a little bit if you can see a little better. So I'm just going to keep going up this way, or I can go into my bag and see my bag of butterflies and see what else I have. It seems like I have a bunch of blues. Okay, so I've got one sideways and do it that way. Another blue. The white one is massive. Oh, yeah. You know what? Maybe we do a white one. So I just kind of cut around. And again, there's a little torn piece. Not really concerned about it. You can keep the antenna or not. This one's so faint. I think I'm going to just cut those out. Okay. Oh, I guess I had a white. So I can also put this one sideways so that your note opens up, but I think that's too giant. We're not going to go with that. This one is going to have to go this way also. So I think I'll do this one instead in here. Well, I don't know. I'm like overthinking this now. Don't overthink it. I was just actually going to say that in the beginning of the video. Don't overthink this. This should be really easy. There we go. That one is so pretty. Love it. You can also distress these when you cut them out of wrapping paper if they're not exactly the color that you're looking for. And I find that if you do have some glue that's left over on top, like I'm getting with the stick glue, you can, whoa. Okay, there's hardly any glue that got on the back, so just smear that down. It actually helps to take a little bit of the gloss off. So not exactly cutting through all the gloss. You know how you get glossy paper when you're using wrapping paper. So it's not gonna entirely do that, but it'll cut some of the shine. And you can also hit it with like a matte glue as well if you want. It doesn't bother me because I will show you in just a second what I do with it to help the color. This is not going at all. There we go. Okay, and I need one more on the top. So will that fit? No, that's, I mean, it can. Does it? No, I'm gonna reach into my bag again. See what else I can find. Where are all the little ones? There's like a bunch of big, huge ones. You know what? Maybe we go with that. Or I go with something little. Let's go with something very little. I want plenty of room on the note so that I'm not cutting right up to the edge of these butterflies. I don't want that. I don't want that. I mean, I want them at the edge, but I don't want them at this edge here. Okay. That made probably no sense, but in my mind, it makes sense. All right, I'm going to get these butterflies out of the way, and now they're sticking to my hands. All right, so I'm going to do the Lazy Girl distressing, but before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and cut these. And like I said, I cut them after just because I don't mind the odd sizes. I kind of like that because then they can also fit into different spots in my junk journal and they don't look all uniform. And I like that. So it looks like a whole bunch of different pieces of ephemera even into one junk journal. I'm having a hard time talking tonight. All right. So if you want, you can distress this. This butterfly is fairly dark, so that doesn't matter. But the blue actually took off a little bit of the white edging to it. And then if you want, you can get the edges of your note card. So there's one already done, and then I was going to show you this. So this has just whites and greens, not so much blue, but if you actually come in and kind of get this with a distress pad, you can cut a little bit of the white even around the edges where you cut. And so see, it just kind of blends in a little bit nicer and gives you a coordinated look to whatever junk journal you're doing, like my blue one. So again, with the white, especially if you have a little piece here that you, kind of tore off with your wrapping paper, then you can get that as well. And it'll pick up your distress pad. And this is not one of the Tim Holtz distress pads. This is just a cheapy one that I'm trying to use to death. So anyway, there's that. And then the little one. And I don't distress each one of these, just kind of however the mood strikes me. There we go. That's it. So just in a few minutes, I was able to make all of these. Did I get that one too? No. Oh, and I have a little label maker that I have a video to, and I can show you that. And then I made these tiny little fly, little, just, I don't know, tags. They're not even tags. They're just little sayings. And you can just put them wherever. Look at that. So if you want to, you don't have to. You can put like something else. I don't know, dream. I have journal, just a note. I have a note. So you can kind of put these wherever you see fit. And since they're off to the side, I don't mind kind of filling in some of this space. You can put it on top of it if you would like. I think that looks just beautiful. But I'm more interested in getting the ones that have kind of empty space done first in case I don't have enough. And I can make the other ones later. So that's it. And I said, oh, that's it. That's all I have. But now that's all I have. So let's just take a look at those. And they would be just a really nice welcome addition to any journal. So I hope you like that. You can also mail these out. You can use them for little tags for gifts. So this was a gift wrap. Now you can recycle it and use it as a gift tag. And I just think that's so fun to be able to take something that somebody was going to just take and toss and then utilize it for something that looks just beautiful. It's kind of a shame sometimes to throw that wrapping paper away. Or is it just me? I don't know. Put it in the comments. What do you think? And until next time, bye.